So a lot of people have asked me, why are companies not doing something given that commodity prices are rising? Inflation is sky high, and this is also fueled by commodity shortages. Finally, they actually are doing something. And this is why I have to present you guys with this opportunity, because when you see a problem in the market, such as commodity shortages, that's when you see opportunities can exist. And if companies are acting on that, then investors can make huge returns. Now, this video is sponsored by Gold Standard Media. They actually present me with many different companies, and I picked the one I believe that has the most opportunities in the market. And I present you guys a fair review of it. Now, just remember, I am not a financial advisor, and you should not use the information in this video as financial advice. Do your own research. And hopefully this gives you some information about why I think FE Battery Metals Corp has actually spotted that gap in the market. Okay, so everyone's talking about electric vehicles. The other day I had a family friend come over and they have a Tesla. And she was telling me how brilliant it is. It's a driverless car and it drives itself and it's safer than a human-driven car. And the fact that she never fills in petrol. Now, talking to her confirmed my belief that electric vehicles are the future. But one thing we forget about are the components required to make EV vehicles. And that includes lithium batteries. And if you take a look at this chart, you can see that the demand for lithium carbonate equivalent tons is incredibly high, as depicted by these three lines. And the operational supply in the green is substantially lower. So what happens then? Well, if demand is higher and supply is lower, prices increase to help regulate the supply and demand. And since lithium prices are rising, the components required to make electric vehicles is only getting higher. Here's the solution. Electric vehicle makers need to go further down the supply chain, and they need to get involved in the actual mining behind lithium and not just having lithium-based agreements with suppliers. And you guys know that electric vehicles are a cleaner form of energy. And if we are to achieve net zero by 2050, then electric vehicle makers need to go and get involved in the processing of lithium and other metals required in production. Now, FE Battery Metals Corp is actually involved in the production of these precious metals that are required in electric vehicle batteries. They're focused on identifying, exploring, and advancing early-stage lithium pegmatite projects based in Canada. A lot of their projects are based in Quebec and Ontario. You can take a look that FE Battery Metals intersected 1.03% of lithium oxide, and that was around over 10 meters near Augusta's high-grade zone. So quite some success there, not to mention they also intersected 1.19% of Li2O over 17.45 meters at the Augustus Lithium. One of their properties is the Augustus Lithium, and they've acquired around 27,000 hectares of ground in a growing hard rock of a lithium district. Now, the Ontario property, known as the Falcon Lake Lithium property, actually has 48 mining claims covering over 960 hectares of land. In summary of its actual presence, FE has one of the largest land holdings in Quebec. Just take a look at this map. This map is actually quite easy to understand when you know what you're looking for. There's a $2 billion giant lithium company, and this is outside of Australia. This has acquired projects all around the region, and it's invested hundreds of millions. So they're putting their mine into production as quickly as possible. Now remember, FE has been staking land and drilling, and another bigger company like a $2 billion giant could come and scoop it up. That means investors could get an insane exit price. Right now, FE's market cap is sitting at around $10 million. Okay, so let's do some pros. Supply far outpaces demand. The location is brilliant as to where they are based out of. And there's virtually no Northern American mining going on. And FE is pretty early to the party, which gives it first mover advantage. Now you can take a look in your own time the experience of the directors and the management team, but I do want to point out one in particular, Jody Gibson. Mr. Gibson actually has 14 years of mineral exploration experience, and he was the project manager of the Underworld Resources. This was an exploration team that discovered and defined the Gold Saddle and Arc deposits, and these were actually sold in Kinross in 2010 for $139 million. He was also recognized for an award, 2020's Yukon Prospector of the Year. One thing I find quite rare in an early stage exploration company is the stock price being so stable and growing so smoothly, to be honest. Of course, you see the upswings and the downswings, but it started off with a price of around 15 cents back in 2019, and now we are already at around 63 cents per share. But guys, the trend is already starting, so it's important to consider such opportunities early. Again, I'm not telling you to buy this company. I'm just telling you that this is an opportunity in the market and companies are requiring lithium batteries. For example, General Motors is investing $650 million in a lithium company to support its electric vehicle business. Now this is crucial. General Motors is getting exclusive access to the first phase of lithium production and the first offer on the second phase of lithium production. They're basically grabbing their hands on lithium and making sure that they have supplies, as are a lot of electric vehicles. They're moving into this direction, and that's where companies like FE Battery Metals come into play. Now, with geopolitical risks like we saw with Russia and Ukraine, and how Russia was sanctioned and we had to find our oil and gas from another place, we've seen that there's a greater emphasis on diversifying supplies of commodities. And as of 2021, 80% of battery cell manufacturing is in China. A lot of Chinese companies hold key positions in the global lithium supply chain. But there are barely any in the Northern American region, which is why FE Battery Metals is an interesting opportunity. So guys, that's an overview of FE Battery Metals Corp. I hope this video helped you guys get some more information. Remember, this is not financial advice. For more details about my sponsorship, please see the disclaimer down below in the description box. As I mentioned, this video has been sponsored by Gold Standard Media on behalf of FE Battery Metals. But remember, I get a selection of different companies to look at and I choose the ones that appeal to me the most, the ones I think are the most credible and pose bigger opportunities for you guys. But again, remember, consult a financial advisor because I am not one. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you guys get informed on when I release a video, as a lot of the information is time sensitive. You guys know things in the stock markets and in the crypto markets move very quickly, so it's important that you get the information you need. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!